What's going on, guys? What's happening? Just chilling out on the couch, gonna reflect on the trading day. Give it a couple moments, let some people come in. How you guys doing today? Just gonna sit here and reflect on the trading day. Chilling out on the couch. Let some people roll in. We're getting some people rolling in right now. Chris, Diamond, Cherry, 100%. Doing great. My first time here. Welcome. Welcome to the community. It was a wild one out there today. Just like every trading day. Wild. I've been saying it in chat the past 3 weeks. We have not been seeing runners in the morning. We've been seeing runners at the end of the day. First time caller, long time listener. I don't mess around with Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. I'm sorry. It's too much spam, and to tell you the truth, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, there's just too much sketchiness behind it. Right now, as we speak, money, the dollar bill, is still king. Bitcoin is not the king right now. Maybe it will be in the future, but as of right now, my focus is on the equities market, the stock market. That's where the money is right now. I don't care about cryptocurrency, blockchain. It's not hot right now. Chris, you're all about dividend paying stocks. It's a good payment if you got money invested. Pays out nicely. There's a lot of good tactics to that. So this morning, we had some stocks up on the watch list. EYES gapped up to $20. That was just insane. Yesterday, the price action on EYES, they were messing around with it, and I even said it in chat. There's a lot of sketchiness going on. They made it rip up to made it look like it was going to explode, and then they'd rip it down, and then they'd make it look like it was going to crash, but it was just in a range all day consolidating. It did dip down for a quick second yesterday, but I think that was a fake out for shorts. They all piled in on it, and then imagine end of the day short at what was it, 9-10 bucks, and then waking up the next morning and it's up $20 a share, and then you got to cover your position. That hurt. That would hurt a lot. That's why I don't short in this game. I mean, it's just so overcrowded. You don't need to short. All you have to do is look out for these short squeezes, and they pay you exponentially. I mean, you guys see some of these rips on some of these squeezes. I mean, they go dollars at a time. For real. Look at SOS at the end of the day. Just that huge explosion up, and it's probably ripping up over $7 right now as we speak. I don't really trade after hours or pre-market. I do my trading during market hours. It's just, to me, and this is my personal opinion, if you're going to trade after hours or pre-market, it's just way too risky. You have to scale down 75%. You can't hold on to a big position, because if you're trading pre-market, the trading day hasn't even begun yet. and you start red and then the market opens, you're already digging yourself up out of a hole, and it's just going to mess up your day. You don't want to get off on the bad foot just beginning the day. So I started off today red right out of the gates. GLSI was gearing up. That was a big runner yesterday, and it had a gap up this morning. I was anticipating it to break up through 42 and run up to 45, maybe even 50 bucks. I started scaling into it. I was up for a hot second on GLSI. I got cocky. I didn't lock it in, and it was just sitting at $42. And normally, when a stock just sits there at resistance, that's not a good sign. It's going to have a death candle. I overlooked all of that, and GLSI dropped down to 40 to 39, 38. And I was down like 12,000 right off to start the day. So I'm like, great. Not starting the day off on the wrong foot. And then GameStop, they play so many games with GameStop. They make it look like they're going to rip it, then they don't. You have to have patience with GameStop and costs. And then I jumped in costs because I thought GameStop was going to run up to 150, which it ultimately did. I had the right idea, but my timing was just all off. So started down, we did the master class, and during the master class, I took a position on that XELA. I was able to make back half of my loss on that. And then at the very end of the day, that INVO bottomed out at like 8 and then ran all the way up to 10. I was able to push myself up out of the red and into the green, and now I ended the day up just over 6,000. So yesterday I was up 7,000. Today 6,000. I'm up almost 15K now on the week. It's a pretty good start to the week. What did someone say here a moment ago? How much have you made this year? Is it more than all year combined? All year combined. It's still the beginning of the year. I mean, I'm sitting pretty good right now. This past, what, I think 7, 8 months has just been record numbers in the profit. Every month, what I try to do, I reset my balance back down. So I don't trade with a small account. I trade with a big account. So 5 years ago, when I first started, I would fund a $2,000 account, blow it up, fund it another $2,000 account. I'd get it up to like 5,000, 7,000, and then blow it up. But then 2,000, and then I kept growing it, and then I got myself up over PDT, and then I just kept growing that, and never looked back. I've been doing this now for over 5 years. So from that, I was able to grow my account, and I funded it here and there, but now my account is up to 200K. So at the beginning of every month, I reset my balance back at 200K. And on average, every month, I've been pulling out 50K, 75K. One month I had 120K. That was back in December, I believe it was. But I just crossed over 500K for the past 8 months in profit. It's been a record run, and this market is just insane, guys. It really is. My 5 years, I've never seen stocks explode like this. It's because all of these Robinhood traders, the zero commissions, they shut down all the sporting, and Dave Pertoni bringing all the sports gamblers over, the stimulus checks, and it's like every day we've been having at least 5 stocks just explode and run. I'm talking like record running from EYES from $2 to $20 in 3 days. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. That stock from $2 to $20 times 10 its market cap and its value in 3 days. That's like hitting the lottery. A lot of emotional trading on EYES. When COVID's over, let's do Vegas. I'm down for that, for sure. It's funny. My mother and her boyfriend just booked a trip to Vegas, a round trip from Michigan to Vegas. They got a 3 night stay at a nice hotel. I forget the name of it. Guess how much? For a plane trip there and back, round trip, 3 night stay, all for $300. I was like, what? Got me tempted into thinking to go to Vegas too, because I love Vegas. I've been to Vegas 5 times. So we had the end of the day runners on INVO. That one was a good one. We called that out in chat. Beautiful execution, guys. Beautiful execution. It got up and above VWAP and found resistance right at that psychological $10 level. We were playing that all the way up from 8 to 10. Was able to push ourselves up on that, and then SOS popped up. I don't know where SOS is at right now. I could see that pushing over $7 after hours for sure. Volume was just pumping. And that's another thing. We've been seeing just record volume pump into these stocks. Like now a stock can hit 100 million in volume on the day. We've been seeing that over and over and over again, and it's just been insane. I had somebody comment on one of my videos. They said, what indicators do I use? They seen I was using the VWAP and moving averages, and he said something, and I use volume, and he said, how do I use all of that to predict and come up with a trading plan when prices move so fast and all of those indicators are lagging? Well, it's just the stock market's all based on supply and demand. Volume is king in the stock market. Volume trumps all, period. Moving averages, I use moving averages, but I don't rely on moving averages. I use moving averages to get a glimpse at previous price action history, and those moving averages give me an idea of how the stock likes to move. I use it as a guide, pretty much. And then the VWAP, I mean, everybody uses VWAPs on their charts nowadays. You look at any trader on YouTube, more than likely they have VWAP plotted on their chart. So I want to use and see what everybody else is using. Because if you study this game and you know what you're doing, you could take advantage of all the noobs and people that have no idea what they're doing. You could take advantage. You actually know how to read and break down charts. You know price action trading. You understand volume and the supply and demand. You know, it's literally like taking candy from a baby. It really is. So I trade with TD Ameritrade. That's my big account. And then I have a swing account with Charles Schwab. I have like 35K in there, but I never swing trade. I'll swing trade once, maybe 2 times the whole year. I'm not much of a swing trader. I get swing trading and holding stocks overnight. It's just, to me, and this is just me personally, even if I know what's like, it's a gimme, a setup that's just like obvious, like this is going to go up. There's a very, very slim chance that it's going to fail. I sleep much better at night. The stress of just knowing you have a position overnight. I mean, what if the CEO of that company that night gets a DUI or has a heart attack and dies? You know, that press release comes out the next morning, that stock's probably going to tank 80%, 75%. I just don't like being in those positions of fate being the outcome. I don't like being like that. I much rather just be cash at the end of the day, get a good night's rest, not have to think about, oh man, I wonder if it gaps up tomorrow. Wake up the next day, I know I'm cash, and just start the day fresh. Take advantage of these volatile stocks because you never know when opportunity is going to come knocking. As traders, anybody can be a trader because all it takes is a click of a button. Anybody can be a trader. A real trader sits and waits for opportunities to come to them. So when you got these guys out here, right when that bell rings, and their face is all up close to the monitor, their heart's racing, they're sweating, they got that adrenaline pumping, their hands on the buy button. That's not trading. That's gambling, straight up. Because you don't know which way that stock's going to go. It could shoot up and you could have a good payday, or it could slam down and you're going to have a bad start to the day. And then that leads into revenge trading because you refuse to take a loss. Nobody likes to admit they're wrong. Nobody does. I don't care who you are. Even myself, I hate to admit when I'm wrong, but you have to. The stock market is always right. Always. Consider the stock market mother. Mother always knows best. So you're starting the day red, leads into revenge trading. You dig your hole deeper, and then before you know it, your account is at a 50, 60% loss. And then going forward from there, it sucks. You don't want to wake up because you know you then have to build back up what you just lost. It's a confidence killer. Did I figure out what went wrong with the audio on YouTube today? Yeah, it's Streamlabs. I know it's Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs to record my videos and to do these live streams when I'm on my desktop, so I can stream to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time to reach as many people as I can. Well, from time to time, Streamlabs likes to crash, and it won't alert you when you crash. So that's what happened today during class, and that's why there's a part 1 and a part 2 of the master class today. It's annoying. It really is. I really wish they'd fix that issue. I mean, it's 2021. Should be no crashing on Streamlabs like that. They got to get their stuff together, especially if you're paying for a membership monthly on it. See, I'm paying like $20 a month to be a Prime member on there, so I can have the background and have all these special little alert boxes things. So how did you guys do today trading? It's still the same market cycle I've been saying, guys. Still the exact same market cycle. We're not seeing stocks running in the morning. We're seeing stocks run at the end of the day. In the morning, you see a quick pop, failed follow through, then they'll fade off, and then going into lunch hours, end of the day, they level out, and then they ramp up. The quicker you notice these cycles and these patterns, that's where you capitalize. And then once they start changing the pattern, stocks stop running at the end of the day, and then they start running in the morning, you have to pick up on that. The quicker you pick up on that and adjust, the more you're able to capitalize. Roger Cruz, 10K profits today. That's awesome. Wicked awesome. Realize, take a step back and realize what you just did. 10K profit in one day. Most people have to work 2.5, 3 months to make that. You made that in one day. That's insane. You pulling in those numbers, that's legit. That's another thing too. When you're trading, especially in the morning, let's say the market just opens and you trade, you make $2,000 like that, no problem. In your mind, you just made, that was easy. That was real easy. So then it's all mind games. It really is. It's not about trading strategies. It's not about what plays are working right now. You constantly have to monitor your thoughts, your emotional state. It's all an emotional game. That's all it is. Because your brain likes to play tricks on you. It'll play tricks on you without you even knowing it's playing tricks on you. You make $2,000 right when that market opens. That's easy money. And it's not even physical money. You can't hold it. It's only reflecting in your account. So making that $2,000 effortlessly, now you're thinking, all right, now I have a cushion to start with for the day. Now I'm going to build up off this cushion and go for 5K, maybe 10K. You have to take a step back. Tell yourself, hey, I just made $2,000. That's good. Most people have to work. I always refer to this stuff. Profits with how much people work, because it's the truth. We're making stupid money out here. Stupid money. And it's easy. I mean, if you know what you're doing, but you can easily give it back and throw it away. So telling yourself this stuff, I just made 2K profit. All right. Most people have to work 2-3 weeks to make that. That's good. I'm doing good. So maybe I'll take a step back, chill out for a moment, let these stocks reset up, and then I'll go from there. Maybe I'll even reduce my size to protect this 2K going forward. There's a saying that I like to say, don't be a greedy pig. Pigs get slaughtered. All right? I can't tell you guys how many times I was up in profit and then I got careless, stupid, I got aggressive, I wanted more because I was being a greedy pig. I would give back all my profit and then some, and I'd be red on the day. And then that would really, really mess with me the next day and the day after that. You got to take it day at a time. Do you think Zoom can stream at all? Those platforms are the same. I've never looked into Zoom. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, there's lots of platforms out there. So I was with OBS my whole YouTube career. I've created and uploaded videos and even went live with OBS, and then they rolled out Streamlabs, and then I transitioned over into that, and it was working great. And then you have random crashes here and there, and I've looked at other platforms to use, but some of them charge. It's like, why am I gonna pay to stream? That's stupid. When this guy over here is offering it for free, but you get what you pay for. So really brush up on your guys' psychology, emotions. You really learn a lot about yourself the more you trade and the more you get into this game. You really do. Have I made any changes to my scanners? Nope. Keep it all the same. Simple. Does Streamlabs run on their servers or on the local machine? Honestly, I'm not sure about that question, to be honest. So studying mass psychology, human psychology, studying anything that evolves around large groups of people and how they naturally think. You take advantage of that stuff in the stock market. That's why I consider myself a wolf. I'm ruthless out there because I study how these people like to think. Why do you think when a stock goes higher and higher, more and more volume push into that stock? Because people love chasing after profits. Look at a chart. Look at a chart that goes supernova parabolic. Let's say from 5, and it just runs all the way up to 10, 15, $20. FOMO, exactly. They look back to the left of that chart and they say to themselves, wow, look at it, how much money I could have made. If I bought 1,000 shares all the way up to this high, I'd be up $20,000. This stock's gonna run all day. The next pullback, I'm buying. That's what they all say. And they don't even consider the risk. And then they all turn into bag holders. So the more that stock pushes up, look at that volume graph. The more the stock pushes up, the higher the volume goes. Now, if you see a stock pushing up to new highs on the day and volume isn't pushing up to new highs as that stock's pushing up to new highs, you could use that as an indicator that it's telling you, hey, this is a false breakout and a false push here. It's alerting you pretty much. The end is near. Get out. Yeah, FOMO, it's all over in the stock market. People don't want to miss out. It's just like when we seen GameStop go on that run from 100 to 200, 300, 400, 500. When it hit 500, you seen all the news outlets talking about it. Everywhere you went, doesn't matter where you went, to the bank, at work, dropping your kids off at school. Hey, have you seen that GameStop? When you see that, take notice. When everybody knows about it and the news outlets are all talking about it, it's too late. It's too late. And then sure enough, what happened? It went from $500 to $100 in one day. Got a little bounce, and then it faded off for days down to what was it? 40 bucks? I mean, that's crazy. Had all these people on there, hold the line, hold, diamond hands. I mean, don't sell. I seen the Nike emblem. You know how it's just do it? They changed it to candlesticks and it said just hold it. And I'm like, oh my goodness. These guys, they're gonna blow their accounts up. 90 statistics. 90% of people lose money in the stock market as a day trader because they don't study, they don't monitor their thoughts, they emotionally trade. I mean, if you study this stuff, guys, if you actually just sit down and study, you could take advantage of this stuff. And this is what we teach at Trading Learning 101. I consider my area of expertise is psychology, emotions, and just price action trading. That's my expertise. Ask any of the members. When we're in chat, I call stuff out. It's right on the head. Somebody said, today I emotionally failed. That happens from time to time. We're human. You're human. You can't beat yourself up over that. You know, like I just said, it's hard to admit when you're wrong. And that's why it's so important to consistently monitor your thoughts while in the market, because things can happen so fast, you react without even thinking. And it could either screw you or some wild stuff can happen. I mean, you'd be amazed at the stupidest stuff you will do, all because of your actions without thinking. You know, when I see stocks parabolic gapping up and the market's just about to open, even with me, it triggers excitement because I see, wow, this stock just gapped up so much. Look at how much this stock is ripping. When this opens up, it could shoot up to $50, $100. I have to catch that sometimes, and I even myself have to walk away, go for a walk, and settle down because I got my emotions, my adrenaline all up. You can't operate like that. You have to be calm, chill, and collective when you're sitting in front of those screens. You really do. Beware the IDs march. I don't know what that means. You the man, Wolf. Appreciate it, homie. I love this stuff. I love what I do. Ask my girlfriend. She gets sick and tired of me talking about this stuff all the time. It really is fascinating, the stock market and how the world evolves around what happens, how the market reacts to what happens around the world. I mean, if there wasn't a stock market, there'd be pure anarchy everywhere. The stock market ain't going anywhere. It's how pretty much the world revolves, and it's really true. What else you guys want to talk about? Go to it's all about the Benjamin. Yep. Jack Daniel, I'm going to sign up next week. Awesome. Good to hear. Join the community, join the Wolf Pack. We're all focused out here on working together and growing together as a community, pushing each other. I mean, every day we're in chat on that grind. If you show up every day, you're going to learn something new. I've been doing this for over 5 years. I know what I'm doing. Do you have a video on setting a premature gap scanner before the market opens? No. I don't even make it that technical. I just see what's gapping up, basic percentage gainer, what stocks were in play previously. I mean, I do not complicate things. You guys be surprised how simple I keep it. There's no need to complicate it. And that's where people fail. People love to overcomplicate stuff. I don't know why. I really don't. How many classes are going to be a part of education? I plan on doing it all of 2021. So there's probably going to be 13, 14 classes. And each class on average right now has been around an hour, hour and a half long. So by the time I'm all done with it, I'm going to make it all into a DVD like every other guru out there. And it's going to be a 20, 25 hour masterclass day trading course. Everything that I know and I've learned, I'm pouring into this. And I'm connecting all of my YouTube videos with those classes. How often am I doing the classes? Just once a month. Once a month for people to absorb it, all the information, do the homework. Because I'll give out homework and I'll say, guys, to continue more on this topic, go to my channel. There's a playlist, Candlestick Charting, and there's 50 videos in that playlist, over 8-10 hours worth of content in that playlist. Got a lot of studying and homework to do. Is black box stocks worth it? I've seen that on Facebook. I wouldn't say so. It's pretty stupid. Gotta think it's Wall Street. Everybody's out here to make a buck. Everybody. I'm cheap and looking for people streaming their trade idea scanner. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people on YouTube that do that. I use trade ideas. Trade ideas is what? 180 a month? Not even. I don't even think that it's like 120 bucks a month. I mean, I make that back. Not even a tenth of one of my trades. Plus, it's a write-off at the end of the year. So, if you have a business, you need tools to run your business, right? Trade idea scanners, Flash SEC, any monitors that I buy, I upgrade my desktop. I can write all that off at the end of the year because this is the business. So you want to be very strategic about what you purchase for your tools, and until you prove to yourself that you can consistently pull money out of the market, then maybe you can branch off and get some tools that will help make your job easier. But if you're not consistently pulling in profit, there's no need to go off and buy a stock scanner or a news feed. You know, that's like a kid wanting to be on the football team, going out and buying the freshest, dopest cleats, the freshest, dopest helmet, getting that drip, and then showing up wanting to play, but he's the littlest dude on the team and has no talent. But he looks dope, though. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for none of that. Like I just said too, people like to overcomplicate stuff. You know how many people have taken strategies and overlaid it with something different and then resold it? And then another person took that strategy, overlapped it with something, and then resold it, repackaging all this stuff, re-putting it out there. I'm a big fan of just keeping it just simple. Keep it simple. Applying as your business partner to get those juicy write-offs. Just create your own business. It's easy. Thanks for all you do. You are calm in the storm. That's what I like to hear. Every morning before the market opens, I'm telling the chat, all right, chill out. We're not going to chase after anything. We're going to let the easy plays and the easy setups come to us. I'm not out here to pump up stocks, alert, low float stocks like all of these other gurus out there. You should have a trading plan before you even enter the trade. What's your risk? What's your reward? Is it worth it? Why did you start Trading Learning 101? To pretty much teach people, to be honest. I started trading, I sucked at it, I've seen how hard it was to get good education. Because there's just because every single person out there, you'd start learning from them and they'd give you a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and then you gotta buy this to hear the rest. Hey guys, let me tell you about this moving average crossover play. So first off, it's two moving averages. I explained more about what these moving averages do and how to capitalize on them if you sign up for my chat room, which is $300 a month. Links will be down in the description. I got tired of seeing and hearing that. And I also wanted to start documenting my trading journey so I could go back and look down the road and be like, all right, I started here. Look at the timeline. I worked my way all the way up. Actions speak louder than words. I consistently uploaded content. I stuck with it. Now look at where I'm at. Looking back at myself, 5, 10 years down the road. And like I just said, people they give you a little bit, and then they want to sell you a huge course, overcharging for these $300 chat rooms. And I'm like, dang, man. That's one trade, bro. All you gotta do is make one trade and it pays for it. Like, dang, for real though, 1,000 people times 300, I mean, that's $300,000 you're making a year. That's a good business you got going there. You don't even have to rely on your day trading. There's a fine line between charging people and overcharging people. I could see charging people to wipe clear all of the noobs that don't want to take this seriously. You guys don't know how many emails and messages I get from people that expect me to go above and beyond, out of my way, to give them all of my strategies or my scanner settings. They want me to tell them all of my trading strategies, which takes time to explain to them. Time is the most precious thing we have on this earth. Why am I going to go above and beyond for you to benefit. What am I going to get out of that? Nothing. Nothing at all. So I'm not going to waste my time. And I don't even know if you'll stick with it. How do I know you're just going to take it, run off, trade for maybe a month, and then I quit. Back to working at the dishwashing job at McDonald's. So, like I said, there's a fine line between charging people for your time and overcharging and just raping them for real. 20 bucks a month ain't nothing. Ain't nothing at all. So if you can't put up 20 bucks to be a part of a community, I mean, that's just showing me you'd rather blow up a $2,000 account. I mean, show me you want to be here. That's all I ask. So there's a lot of spam out there too. There really is. A lot of spammers. People just want stock alerts, stock picks. They want to blow you up with questions and expect for you to wait on them hand and foot. I'm not all about that. So what you're saying is price action and candlesticks is your key to your success. Nah, not really. It's a multiple of things. What do you think of warrior trading? I like warrior trading. I mean, that guy's on that hustle. You can't hate that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That guy's out here every single day putting videos out, streaming in the morning, streaming in the afternoon, streaming at night, streaming on the weekends. I'll just say he's a good player in the game. I'll say that. And he's got a massive following, so it's worth keeping an eye on that guy for sure. I wouldn't absorb everything he has to say. I wouldn't even follow his trades because ultimately he's dumping on you. Why do you think he's able to pull in 500K, 300K in one day and trading these low float stocks? Someone who asks something like this will quit in no time anyway. We've been streaming for about 50 minutes now. I think I'm about to call it. Gonna go get some dinner, relax, and chill. Warrior Trading's more of like, he likes to go to the tick chart, and that's how he likes to trade. He trades the open, just like Metas. They go to those tick charts, and he trades the explosive momentum. That's what he does. It can be hard, and me personally, I just think it's wrong when you go start live streaming pre-market. You know volume is light pre-market and stocks can get very volatile. And when you start talking about a low float stock and you're buying 50,000, 100,000 shares and you got 5,000 people watching you with a 15-second delay, you're getting a head start. And then when you say that, all those people chase after it and buy it. They push him up in profit, and he's just unloading, just sitting on the ask as all those followers just, here's my money, here's my money. Pretty much. That's the game. That's the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. There's a lot of hate on these gurus out there. How can you hate on them? They're making money. They figured out a way to make money. How can you hate on that? Hate the game. That's the honest truth. Peace out, Kevin. Enjoy the sunset, man. That's awesome. Watching the sunset out on the beach. Enjoy. No, I'm not saying you're hating Jack Daniel. I'm just giving examples of trolls and people out there who hate on specific gurus. How can you hate on somebody who consistently makes money? That's what I'm trying to say. Warrior Trading and Ross, he gets a lot of hate. A lot of hate. How can you hate on the guy? The dude gives to charity, consistently pulls money out of the market. He figured it out. Brian says, do you feel the opportunities you are experiencing in today's day trading will carry on for a while, say through 2021? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's like asking, is the stock market going to crash tomorrow? Nobody knows. Take it a day at a time, one day at a time, one stock at a time. That's how you take it. The stock market opens tomorrow and there's 3 great opportunities. We fish and eat for the day. This market's not going to last forever though. I'll say that. It's hard to think back 3 years ago, 4 years ago even. We would always, the stock market always gives opportunities. Always. As long as I've been around, the stock market always at least gave us one great explosive opportunity for the whole week. All you have to do is wait for it. That's all you got to do. And that's the hard part. Am I right? Being patient and waiting for opportunities to come up to you. If you're chasing after stocks and chasing after trades, you're going about it all wrong. If a stock is tradable, it'll show you it's tradable. Like I say, it'll kick you in your shins and it'll blow 2 air horns in your face. Trade me. That's how you will know. But all right, guys, good talk. I think I'm going to end it, jump off here. Good class today, guys. That was fun. I think we went for like 3 hours today in the master class. I showed you guys all of my favorite websites, YouTube channels that I like to listen to. That was part 5 of the master class. So right now, total, there's probably 10 hours of masterclass content that's out there right now, and we're going to continue to roll it out as 2021 rolls on. Good call out and good job today in chat, guys. We also have a new member in chat today as well, Rob. Nemesis asks, how far do you look back making a trade? A week, month, more? I look back as far as necessary. It's like multiple little things. Like when people ask questions, it's like multiple little things that of knowing education-wise to formulate and develop a plan. When I look back, I'm looking back on a 10-minute time frame, a daily, weekly, monthly. I'm paying attention to the candlesticks, what have the candlesticks done in the past, looking for clues and details. Does the stock have a lot of long upper wicks on a daily chart? That's telling me the stock can't hold its gains. Am I seeing a lot of gap up red deep candles? That's telling me a stock loves to gap up and just slowly fade out the whole day. Am I seeing gap ups and huge green juicy candles? That's telling me the stock loves to gap up and run and hold its gains for the day. I mean, there's multiple things you got to put together and know to start developing and formulating a plan, and why it's important to show up every single day. Even if you don't trade or even if you lose, you still got to wake up the next day, suck it up, and get that screen time under your belt. It's the only way you're going to get better. There's no secret out there. There's no magic indicator that's out there. It's all about putting in that screen time, experiencing how these stocks like to move up and down, getting a feel for it. And after seeing it over and over and over again, studying, breaking down the charts, why did they make their move? How did they make their move? What did volume do? What's price action? Psychological price levels? Doing all of that. And then when it happens real time, you trust in yourself. And that's where a lot of people fail. They don't trust themselves, so they don't pull the trigger. And then they watch the stock do exactly what they thought, and then they get emotionally triggered and they chase after it. And then they end up ultimately taking an L. That's what happens. So you have a lot of it's trusting in yourself, trusting in what you know. Why? Because you've studied it. You know what you know. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Chacoin Tracker? There's multiple little things, Nemesis. Multiple little things. One of my favorite sayings, consider yourself a detective. You're paying attention to all of the hints, trying to put the story together piece by piece. You're also consider yourself a scientist. You're testing, 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 refining, testing, refining, testing again. Join up in the Discord. There's all kinds of great educational channels listed in there for you guys that I myself have handpicked and put into those channels over the last 4 or 5 years. I've had that Discord for a long time and I continue to add to it. And then join up, sign up, be a member. I'm telling you guys will like it here. Every single day we're out here growing, pushing each other, motivating each other, showing up, learning something new, having multiple eyes in the market, calling out stocks, what's popping up. See, Paper Trades has a great day. Awesome. Good job, dude. You deserved that. You worked for that. R. Thorne making a couple $100. Awesome. Way to go, man. Keep going at it. Stuff like that. You want to be a part of a community, most definitely, because it's a lonely world out here in the stock market, and especially as a day trader. You're going to go insane being by yourself. Being a part of a community, get to talk about the stock market, your trading day, mistakes that you've made, learn from each other. I mean, you're just working as a unit and a team. Every morning before the market opens, I run through Flash SEC. The top stocks we're watching, I want to alert everybody. Hey guys, this stock, don't pay attention to it. They have 50 million, 100 million shares of active registration. Or they have 100 million shares they can dump on a public market at any time. Stay away from it. Stuff like that. We're approaching 1 hour. I'm going to sign off, enjoy the rest of my evening, get some dinner, hang out, watch TV. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys in the chat tomorrow. It's Hump Day, Wednesday. Let's continue moving on. Let's continue bringing in those profits. This market is just on fire. All right, guys, be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your evening and stay studying. Study, 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 study. Always work on improving yourself every day. All right, guys. See you later, Stefano. Have a good night, Nemesis. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys later. Peace.